So you guys know that we're having all of these problems with just simply getting our paperwork submitted to the USCIS. I did try to actually call the contact center again and see if I can get some insight because, again, that gentleman that emailed me back from the lockbox support said that, basically he can't help me out. He pretty much knows absolutely nothing. All he could see is that the packet was received and rejected on May 9th, and it was sent back to the listed address on file. We do not have this packet that contains all of our highly sensitive personal information, and it also may include some kind of 797C with further instructions on it that we are absolutely going to need to resubmit. But he couldn't give me any other information, and Mo tried to get a hold of the post office to see if they had anything. He wasn't able to reach anybody, so we may try that route again. But I decided to call the contact center again, even though I had positively no luck with it in my past attempts. And surprisingly, I got a hold of a human being. I was beside myself. I almost forgot human words. Yeah, so I spoke with a lady, told her what was going on, gave her the receipt numbers that was provided to me by the other guy, and she's like, I'm not pulling up any of these on file. And so I just gave her the rundown. I was like, okay, so here's what's going on. This is what I'm trying to find out. And she said basically the receipt numbers he gave me were absolutely useless because that was for the rejected packet, so there is nothing on file for it. Well, that makes sense. But those numbers are useless to me, so, and everybody apparently. And she said that it could take up to 30 days after the rejection to receive back that packet. So she said it could still be in the mail possibly. I'm like, okay, well, we're running out of days here. And she's like, well, if after the 30-day mark, she's like, give us a call back if you still haven't received it. So I don't know. I have a feeling that the packet is indeed lost somewhere or was simply mailed to another address. I don't know. Nobody knows anything. She said there's no tracking number, so there's no way to see where it's at. And yeah, there's essentially nothing that we can do or anyone can do. But at least I got a human being on the phone. Like, I don't know why, for some reason, it just made me feel a little bit better because we're still exactly in the same spot. But it did make me feel a little bit better. So I appreciated her help. She was really nice. She was as helpful as she possibly could be. And then, like I told you guys, the reason given by the gentleman who emailed me back that the packet was rejected because it was incorrect fee amounts. And I said, okay, well, we use the, reference site provided for the fees. So can you tell me what the correct fee amounts are? Since you know that they were incorrect, can you tell me what the correct ones are? And he said, nope, here's the reference page for the fees. And I'm like, you guys are absolutely useless. Like, you can't, nobody knows anything. No one can provide any information other than, well, here's the resource. Okay, great. We use that. And it didn't help. Obviously it was wrong or something was incorrect. I don't know. It's very frustrating, but it did bring some kind of weird sense of relief. So I don't know. I don't know what we're gonna do. So now we're kind of on hold. Mo is trying to get another copy of his medical forms that they have to have original copies of, which, mind you, were in the rejected packet that is lost somewhere in the universe. So he did get a hold of the doctor, and the doctor said we don't usually do that, but he said yes, we will give you another original copy. So we're waiting for that, and I don't know what to do. Like, I guess just wait until June 9th. And if we still don't have that packet back, just try to get a hold of a human again, tell them what's going on. And I don't know, like, all I need at this point, since that packet is totally lost, I've given up on that. All I need is the new updated instructions. That's it. Somebody must have that on file somewhere, right? Like, we've been rejected twice now. They have all of our information. They scan all the papers. So somewhere in their database, they have to have everything. And so there has to be a copy of that somewhere. But I don't know. I don't know what to do, guys. It's freaking crazy. I don't want to keep submitting this stuff over and over again, taking the time and energy out of our lives to do it over and over again for it to just get rejected over and over. It's just an absolute waste of resource and time. So I don't know. I don't know what we're gonna do, but that's what's going on with that as of right now. And getting to work today was an absolute struggle. Like, I cannot make this stuff up, guys. Like, I took my normal way, now that the construction is cleared up enough that you can actually get through those roads, so it's a little bit of a quicker commute for me. And I go to turn down like the main road, and the traffic is backed up to high hell, and I'm like, what is going on? And I kind of like peer around the cars, and it looks like somebody like broke down, like a big like flatbed truck like broke down or something. And yeah, they've got like a guy with a stop sign out there directing traffic, and I was like, yeah, no. So I turned around, so I had to drive, you know, I don't know, a handful of more miles out of my way so I could get to work. And I'm not even kidding you, in my reroute, I like right at the corner as you turn is a lady who is broken down in her car, and she's outside crouched on the side of the road looking at the tire. Doesn't have her hazards on, by the way. So, and she's in a very inconvenient spot for her and everybody, a very dangerous spot to be just like broke down, I guess. So I don't know. I felt bad because like part of me is like I'm tempted to stop and help her, but I'm also like, I'm already late for work. I'm late right now. I got here as fast as I could. I was doing freaking 80 every chance I could get. Like, yeah. So trying to be safe, but also get here. And I felt bad because I did want to stop and help her, see if she was okay and everything. But then there's also that other thing in the back of my mind. Not only do I have to do what I need to do, I need to get to my responsibilities, but you never know with people. Like, it's freaking dangerous out there. It could be a setup for all you know. Like, I don't know, and I hate to think that way, but there's so many people who have gotten like burned by, you know, offering help, or like there's that someone in distress scenario. And I don't know, I watch too much true crime, I guess, but I was like, yeah, maybe not me by myself, like in this backcountry road in the middle of frickin' nowhere. So hopefully she's safe and everything's okay. But I'm just like, what the frick is going on? Like, I can't make this stuff up. It's crazy. But anyway, I'm here now. I'm gonna try to get some things done. Don't have anything super duper promising right now. One lady, she does have a car that I like. She did sign and put a deposit on it, but we're financing. She hasn't submitted a credit application. She hasn't submitted any of her supporting docs. Tried reaching her yesterday, and she was like, oh, I'm not gonna be able to get to it until Friday. You know, I'm a nighttime nurse, so you know, I work from 7 to 7, 12-hour days. And I'm like, yeah, no, I get it. Like, I totally get it. But I'm also like, I can't hold this car for you. So there is a very good possibility it is going to not be here by the time you're able to get around to doing this paperwork. So I get it, but also I'm like, I'm not holding my breath on anything. I'm not gonna get too excited. I'm not gonna hold my breath because just the way things have been freaking going. But anyway, but I love you guys. Like, share, and subscribe. Thanks for listening to my rant here, my rambles. I really appreciate you. We'll talk again real soon. All right, bye.